From Pennsylvania is recognized for any questions you may have for the panel.
Thank you very much. I do find this disturbing. The northern long-eared bat is native to Pennsylvania as well as Minnesota. And we have seen this decline of almost 100%, 97 to 100% across the country, and they are a vital part of our environment. I find myself a little conflicted about this because I can deal with snakes and I can deal with rodents. I cannot deal with bats personally. I mean, that's just a visceral thing. But I do have to argue for them here. Mr. Grijalva, can you tell us why there is this push to try to undo regulations that have been years in the making, have already been subject to court cases, et cetera? Why is this push to undo the science for a critter which is clearly threatened?
The point is that industry now has the upper hand in species listing and not science. It's not a negative impact on the timber industry. Mm-hmm. It's not a per se negative impact on agriculture per se, the listing of the bat. And despite the issue of extinction, the issue, the need to protect habitat, I find it interesting in many of the examples of why these resolutions have to be enacted. It's not a question of silliness, but it's a question almost of exaggeration and anecdotal information. Science is the driver. Mm-hmm. And to take that out of science's hands, I think for all of Congress and for the agencies involved, takes a valuable tool. The CRAs are dangerous because it puts science, habitat, biodiversity in a second place and deals with anecdotal industry demands, mm-hmm. and doesn't deal with how ESA has functioned. That's why 99% of the species listed continue to exist, mm-hmm. and have not become extinct. And so it serves a purpose. Mm-hmm. And the issue to reduce habitat, take habitat out of the equation in species survival are all efforts, I think, to undo the act itself, even though we're celebrating 50 years of success as we speak.
So it sounds like it's another effort to inject political judgment, which, as you note, can be swayed by industry as opposed to science concerns in this.
If the debate was entirely empirical and based on science, it would be a good debate.
Okay.
But when you're dealing with what ifs and I heard and so, it happened to so, and the empirical part of the discussion is not there, that's when it is a clear attack on the Endangered Species Act, and these CRAs represent that.
Well, I share the ranking member's concern that we're spending time on trying to undo the science when there's been so much effort poured into it, and as well as his suggestion that farmers will be a great deal more harmed if we are unable to get the appropriations bills, which are due, to be considered because we're spending time on industry-driven attempts to undo scientific judgment. I yield back.